Tell me welcome very talented Janie Lieberman, everybody. Let her hear it.
Thank you, everybody. I'm really excited to be here in New York City. I live in a small city, Los Angeles. That's if you're counting real people. Well, I'll tell you, I really am excited to be here. I don't know about you, but whenever I drive, I always panic when I see the police because I'm worried I'm going to get a ticket. So now I take precautions when I drive, and I always wear knee pads. Well, on the way over here, I was followed by 2 motorcycle cops. Now, they didn't stop me, but I was in a cab, I had the guy pull over, I got on my knees, and I practiced giving myself a warning. Now, other drivers, they can be so rude. If I'm driving and I have somebody behind me and he's honking at me to speed up, I just stop, I turn around, I give the person the finger, the wrong one, and then I get back to my texting. Now, we've all gotten in a car, I'm sure, with somebody when we wish we hadn't. Well, last week I got in a car with a girlfriend. She insisted on being the designated driver. I'm the one that doesn't drink. Then she wants to take the car on a test drive in case we get in an accident. So she's going like this, she's braking, she's going, turning left and right, and finally I said, you know, if I'm gonna go on a wild ride like this, I want sex and hair pulling. No, I've been single my whole life, and I'll tell you, it's not gotten any easier the older I get, because I have to compete with younger women for guys my age. So a guy friend of mine says, you know, you should go out with a younger guy because he'd appreciate an experienced woman. So I've been going out with his grandson. He's 16, and sweet kid. In a couple of years, I'll have him as a tax write-off. Now, I do comedy full-time, and when guys find that out, they'll say, oh, are you a trust fund baby? I'll say, yeah, I trust you're gonna fund me, and this baby needs a lot of TLC. That's tender and liquid cash. Now, people think that the most insulting words you can call a woman are B, bitch, H, hoe, or C, crazy. But for a woman my age, it's the M word, ma'am. Can I walk you to your car, ma'am? Can I carry that package, ma'am? Do you want it in the rear, ma'am? No, you can stick it in the front, punk. Now, I don't mind being called names during sex, but I don't want to be called a dirty whore at the dentist. I mean, I do brush my teeth 3 times a day, and I floss. So, I had a little bit of work done, I'll admit that. And I ran into a guy I hadn't seen, I dated him, and he didn't even recognize me. Well, he thought I was another woman, and then I thought he was another man when he offered to pay for my dinner. No, I would like to get my boobs done, I would, but I just can't afford it because then I'd need a whole new S&M wardrobe. So I went to Bloomie's yesterday and I checked things out, and this young sales girl comes up to me and she says, oh, you're so beautiful for an older woman. I said, yeah, well, thanks. I do have a little bit of work done to, you know, disguise things. She goes, I knew it. Doctors do amazing things for trannies. Now, I watch what I eat, and I exercise to stay thin. But when a guy wants me to swallow, I tell him no way. Because for all those extra protein calories, I could eat a whole chicken. and be more satisfied. Now, before I got into comedy, one of my many careers was teaching high school English. And people will often say, "Did your students hit on you?" And I said, "Well, yeah. I just got to be an expert in dodging apples and condoms." And while we're on the subject of dicks, the last guy I dated, he broke up with me in a text. And then I read it, and I gotta admit, I cried, because the grammar was so bad. Well, I taught English, so I knew what to do. I corrected his text in red. I sent it back, and then I wrote, "You can do better." And he said, "Well, I already did with my new girlfriend, Christy." Yeah. Now, guys will say anything to me to get laid. Well, this one guy tells me he wants to get me alone on his private island for some hot, sizzling sex. Then I find out he means his kitchen island, and I'm getting banged on a George Foreman grill. So fortunately, I don't have to deal with that too often because I have a sex with benefits friend. But even then, sex can be challenging. Why, he's tried Viagra, Cialis, Flonase. And unfortunately, nothing's worked until yoga. And, well, now he can suck his own dick. But he blames me. He says that it's my fault that I don't provide the right environment for sex. Listen, he wants incense, candles, and for me to stop sexting other guys while he's going down on me? Please. So I do other things. At least I try to, if people say I'm reactive, I say, well, I may be a little excitable. But one thing I am is I'm not crazy. And guys will say, "You're not going to get all psycho on me, are you?" I go, "Hey, I can't answer that myself. I'm going to have to consult with the other 12 voices in my head and get back to you." Well, I've been seeing a therapist for the last 6 months. Shocker. And, well, she says she's concerned because with all my sex jokes, I've been attracting a lot of unsavory guys. But, I told her not to worry, because to me, they're all very tasty. Thanks, everybody. Good night. I'm Janie Lieberman.
Let her hear it, everybody. Come on.